Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on demand.
UGLY, you ain't got no alibi.
My God, I forgot about that.
You're Iowa.
Wow.
Iowa is apparently the ugliest state in the country. Don't be mad at us.
Yeah,
We've got a lot of Iowa listeners.
Don't shoot the messenger, Iowans.
We're not the ones that are reporting. Well, we are reporting this, but we're not the one that came up with this list.
Right, exactly. This is from Thrillist.
Thrillist.
I suppose we should probably give our source so they're not like, well, where did it come from?
Yeah. Thrillist is crapping on Iowa.
Yes.
The Hawkeye State.
Yes.
For being ugly.
Ugly. You want me to read what they say about Iowa? Okay. Iowa gets a tip of the Wisconsin driftlands on the east side, where there are some pretty cliffs. And it does offer some breathtaking sunsets when the lights go down. There's romance in being able to see that far, but that's only because the state is flat as hell and, well, kinda boring.
So Iowa, the ugliest state.
Yep.
Not talking about people, talking about the actual land.
The actual state is ugly as hell, apparently. My God.
Minnesota's like halfway, like right in the middle, like typical Minnesota, right in the middle of everything.
Literally, yeah, we're 24th. So I'll take it.
Do you agree? Is Iowa ugly?
You know,
a lot of Iowa is ugly.
I would say that Iowa is ugly. Is it the ugliest? I don't know.
I don't think so. Have you ever been to Kansas?
No, I have not.
Kansas is pretty ugly.
See, yeah, I'm thinking of the flyover states that are, because I haven't been to most of those. And I'm like, those are probably real boring.
It's pretty funny. Like, all the flyover states are so similar because it's a bunch of cornfields.
Yes.
And then you get the cities, and sometimes the cities are cool, and sometimes you get some, like Iowa has the Decorah area.
Yeah, there's some really nice areas in Iowa for sure. See, we're not totally crapping on Iowa.
I like visiting Iowa.
Parts of Iowa, yes.
I like coming home to Minnesota, but yes, I like going down to Iowa every once in a while.
But yeah, I don't think I'd say Iowa's the ugliest.
No.
No.
Open up our app right now if you've traveled around the Midwest, because one of the ugliest state, let's be honest, is coming from flyover country.
Yeah.
Open our app, chat with us, tell us the ugliest state in your opinion. Thrillist says it's Iowa, the ugliest.
Yep.
So ugly.
Oh my God.
Ugly. We don't really agree. Open the 106.9 KROC app right now. Chat with us. Tell us which state you think is the ugliest.
Walmart is planning to offer Easter baskets and Easter meals at last year's prices. So ham, candy, toys, going to be sold at 2022 prices to help consumers because, everything costs a lot. There's a new spot in downtown Rochester again. I feel like we've been talking about a lot of new places opening up.
If you only go downtown for Thursdays downtown, you haven't been there in several months.
Yeah.
When you come again this spring and summer, it's going to be completely different.
It's going to be, shocking for sure. So this place is called Food Union, and it specializes in food-related gifts. So we're talking like fancy cheeses, chocolates, crackers, cookies, seasoning, sauces. They have fancy olive oil too, right?
Yes, they do. And pastas.
That sounds really good. And they're holding open house parties now through Thursday, so you could check out more details about that on our app.
Free samples.
Ooh, I love free samples.
Yeah, who doesn't?
And finally, there is a Statue of Liberty right here in Minnesota.
Tell me more.
It is a mini Statue of Liberty,
okay.
But she overlooks Lake Superior in Duluth and the aerial lift bridge, and she's kind of hidden, so not a lot of people know about it, but she's been there since 1976, so it's not new. And the guy who put it there is a descendant of one of the sculptors of the original Statue of Liberty. So, kind of cool.
Okay, that's kind of a cool backstory.
Yeah.
How big is it?
I think it's like 8.5 feet tall, so it's not that tall, but still.
Okay, that's kind of lame.
Hey, it's still cool. It's still really cool.
I say that, but the next time we go to Duluth like twice a year. Next
You're
time I'm there,
hunt her down.
I'm going to hunt her down and get a selfie. You know it.
Exactly.
All right, check out details on that and get more local news right now on the 106.9 KROC app. We've got 10 things in Minnesota that you can get pulled over for other than speeding. First, let's start with Jenna. You got pulled over for putting your mascara on.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, I think a lot of women do that. I think a lot of people.
I hope not.
Well, I think
Sorry, Jenna.
I mean, I've seen it before. I've seen people, maybe not their mascara, but their lipstick.
It's so dangerous.
I see people all the time. You see them looking down at their phones, texting all the time.
Yeah, that's a big one. Those people will eventually get pulled over for it. That's what we're talking about this morning.
So.
We're talking about things other than speeding that you can get pulled over for here in Minnesota.
I just want to smack them when I see them. They got their head down on the phone. I'm like, get off your phone, you big idiot. Ugh, I want to shake them. Makes me so mad. Anyways.
What have you gotten pulled over for, Carly? I've gotten pulled over so many times in my life.
Have you? Yes. I have gotten pulled over for my tabs being like 6 months expired.
Okay.
He was like, did you know your tabs are expired? I'm like, no.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
He was like, they're like really expired. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. He like knew that I was being honest. Yeah. I've gotten pulled over for lights being out, which is really,
okay.
I get it, but it's also like, really, you didn't have anything better to do.
Oh, come on, you're dangerous if it's nighttime and your lights are out.
Yes, but like, not my front lights, my back lights.
It's dangerous. Somebody's going to rear end you.
No, not all of them, just one. One light was out, and he pulled me over. And then...
Did you get a fix-it ticket?
No.
You got a real ticket?
No, I didn't get anything. He just said, fix that.
Man, if I could be a pretty blonde girl, life would be so easier.
But at the same time that I got pulled over for that back light being out, he decided he must have been a newbie because he had decided that he also needed to tell me that I had to remove the things hanging from my rear view mirror, and he would not leave until I did that. Whatever, dude. Sorry, you don't have anything better to do. So I slowly took it off and drove away.
I've gotten pulled over for all the basic things. The weirdest one, though, I got pulled over for burning incense in my car.
Whoa, was it incense?
It was incense. And I was so lucky that day because that's all I had in my car. And I was in Missouri coming back from a concert, and I was just burning incense, and the state trooper pulled up beside me, saw it, because I had it, like, wedged into my vent.
Oh, my God.
Pulls me over. What's going on here?
It's literally just incense.
Nothing, man. I just love the smell of this.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to need you to step out of your vehicle. So that's the weirdest time I've ever gotten pulled over, but you can't really blame the cop in that situation.
Oh, 100%.
Like, there's a red flag.
Yeah.
We've got 10 things in Minnesota that you can get pulled over for other than speeding. We'll get to that in a second. But first, we're going to talk with John, who was a cop down in Iowa, and you pulled over a woman for eating. What was she eating?
She had a plate of spaghetti on the dashboard of her car, and she was hunkered over the steering wheel eating spaghetti.
Going to town?
Believe me, there isn't a whole lot I haven't seen.
Oh, my God. Please don't eat spaghetti while you're driving.
Okay, 10 things that you can get pulled over for Minnesota other than speeding.
Yeah, so one of them is things hanging from your rear view mirror.
Okay.
That's the one thing on this list that I've gotten pulled over for. Changing lanes in a roundabout. You're not allowed to do that. Driving with a free roaming dog. You can get pulled over for that. There's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, but I'm sure if it's obviously distracting you or if it's sitting on your lap causing...
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, I think...
That makes sense.
Cops are smart. If they see that your dog is behaving in the backseat, I don't think you're getting pulled over unless they have nothing better to do that day, I guess.
Okay.
Like the guy who decided he wanted to stand there and watch me take the stuff off of my rear view mirror. Having dirty tires can get you pulled over.
That's
so
weird.
Beware of that if you're coming from the country. Having a snow-covered license plate can get you pulled
that
over.
Makes sense. Too much snow on your car, too. You can get pulled over for that.
Not having windshield wipers, which makes me laugh because that means somebody did it one time. Like, what are you doing driving without windshield wipers? What?
Yeah, that's dangerous. Okay.
And then a couple other ones, cutting through a parking lot to like avoid an intersection or cutting through a gas station to avoid an intersection. You can get pulled over for that as well.
Oh, trying to take a shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not know that. All right, you can read more about those reasons that you can get pulled over here in Minnesota right now on the 106.9 KROC app.
Dunken and Carly, weekday mornings on 106.9 KROC.